Alka Ramesh, and I'm an anxiety coach. I'm a hypnotherapist. I have been working for the last many years helping clients overcome issues of stress and anxiety through coaching and through hypnosis. So my specialty is I use mind-body techniques. I use holistic tools. I teach them holistic tools to help move from stress and anxiety to more resilience and feeling more sense of calm and connection with oneself. So we heard a lot about, from everyone else, we heard a lot about physical wellness, physical strength, and that's amazing. That's really very, very important for all of us. I am an advocate for mental wellness. I am an advocate for mental well-being because where will your happiness be if you don't have that, isn't it? So I'm going to start sharing with a small story with regard to that. So when my daughter was just 8 years old, and now she's 22, but when she was 8 years old, that is years back, and she came to us, my husband and I, with a request of saying, Amma, I want a new bicycle. And she has an older sister. So we said, your older sister's bicycle is there, why don't you use it? And, oh, that's great, thank you so much. You can go to the third slide. Yeah. That's my daughter's photo, yeah. So I told her, why, you have your older sister's bicycle, why don't you use it? She said, no, that's not so good, I want a new bicycle. And you know, like many Indian parents, we said, let's see, you know, we'll think about it. And she immediately hugged us and said, thank you so much. And I'm wondering, I just said, let's see, I didn't say yes. But that girl was very persistent. And over the next couple of weeks, she kept coming back and she said, I want a bicycle. She talked about what kind of bicycle she wanted and all of the, what color and everything else. And every time we would give her the same standard answer. And one fine day, this 8-year-old girl comes with data and research, right? She comes and says, I've done my research. There are 2 nice shops in Commercial Street. We used to live in Bangalore, in India those days. So she said, there are 2 nice shops in Commercial Street and they sell very good bicycles. We can go and see. So my husband and I said, no, we are not going to buy. She said, no, it's okay. We'll just go and see. You don't have to buy. And she was so sweet and so convincing. We said, okay, we'll just go and see. And we went to the store. And guess what? 2 hours later, we come back with a bicycle. And that was my daughter using her mind-body connection concepts to manifest what she wants. And I'm going to talk about those 3 super concepts of mind-body connection. Whenever it comes, that's fine. 3 super concepts that will help each and every one of us to improve our well-being, to improve our relationships, to improve our health, to improve our physical health, mental health, and just be more motivated about life, right? What are those 3 concepts? The first thing my daughter did was she used the power of positive belief. She totally believed in herself. She believed that her parents are definitely going to buy her the bicycle. At no point she had any doubt that my parents are not going to buy it. She always believed it. And she was so convinced. In her mind, she was not thinking, oh, I didn't get good grades, I only got a B grade, my parents may not buy it. Or she didn't think, oh, I'm not an obedient girl, I was like quite naughty, my parents are not going to buy it. No, she was completely convinced that she is going to get that bicycle. And when you look at positive belief, how can we utilize positive belief in our own lives, right? How can we help ourselves improve our life with using positive belief? Now, if you really ask ourselves, all of us have the opposite of positive belief a lot within us. That's called limiting beliefs, right? We may think about, I'm too old, or we may have, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not beautiful enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't have time, I don't have money. All of these negative beliefs are going on in our head. Now, I'll give you a simple example. Suppose you want to learn swimming and you've not learned swimming. At least for me, I've never learned swimming in India. So we might have this limiting belief that I'm too old. And we may not even be aware that that belief is floating in our mind. But somebody is telling you, why don't you join swimming class? And you're saying, yeah, I'll join. And you're procrastinating and you're giving all kinds of excuses to start swimming. But what we don't realize is the culprit is this limiting belief that we are thinking I'm too old. And so we are not able to go forward to learn that, right? So when we start moving from limiting belief to positive beliefs, we are able to achieve a lot in our life. Whether it is doing the exercises, amazing exercises that you're doing here in body to mind fitness with Sheetal, or being motivated to diet, or being motivated to even break barriers and do the things that you want to do, you need to have that positive beliefs. Now the second thing my daughter taught me through that story was the second super concept of the power of positive language. So what my daughter did was, she used the sweetest words to talk us into coming to the store in Commercial Street, right? She used completely positive language. Now what she didn't do was important, right? She didn't blame us. She didn't complain. She didn't say, all my friends' parents are buying bicycle, you are not buying. She never said that. She was totally sweet, totally into, Amma, I know you will buy. And she was so sweet in her language that as parents, we wanted to buy the bicycle for her. Now, languaging is a very, very important part of mental well-being, right? How are we talking? And you all know words matter, right? Now, if I had a sister-in-law, and I have sister-in-laws, but if I think about my sister-in-law, and I know that she's a very nice lady, she's very warm, she has good intentions for me, and she loves me and my family, but I might think, but 5 years back, she blamed me for not buying her that Gucci handbag. And I might think and think about it, and that can go on in my mind, and that is the language that's going on in my mind. That's the inner dialogue, negative language, right? Now, language, when we talk, when we are talking to others, also it matters a lot. Now, originally when we think about language, a lot of language is in our mindset, in our limiting beliefs. But when we move from limited beliefs into positive mindsets, we can see a difference, but we have to also translate it into actual words, right? So for example, some of you, I think many of you are parents here, and you have your children. Suppose you take your little child to the park, and you're worried that he might fall and hurt himself. Now what do we say? We have two different ways of addressing that. We might say, don't run so fast, you will fall, right? Or you can say, run slowly and carefully. Guess which is the positive language here, right? You all know that. So when we use positive language, that motivates the other person who's listening. Positive language helps in deepening relationships and connections, whereas the opposite does. Actually, you can't manifest what you want with negative languaging. The third super concept, can we have the next slide? The next one, yeah. The third super concept is, the next slide please. Thank you. Is the power of gratitude. Now my daughter did another amazing thing. She would come and ask us, will you buy the bicycle? We will say, let's see, we'll think about it. And she will say, thank you, and give us a nice hug. And I'm thinking, I have not bought her the bicycle. I have not even said yes to the bicycle. Why is she thanking me? But what she used was the power of gratitude. And when you are in that attitude of gratitude, you will manifest what you want. If you are wanting a promotion, if you are wanting a better relationship, if you are wanting more friends, if you are wanting to get that dream job, start with all of these three: positive belief, positive language, and especially gratitude, right? Now let's do an experience exercise just for us to understand the power of gratitude, right? And I'm going to ask all of you, just take a few deep breaths and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe out with a sigh. Close your eyes. And just just be watchful of your breathing, calm yourself down. And think of one moment of gratitude from your life. Just one moment. And maybe it's a moment of gratitude when you were a child and you spent that amazing time with your grandmom or granddad. Or maybe it was that moment of gratitude when your mother came for your child's delivery and took so much care of you. Or it must be a moment of gratitude when you felt supported by your family, when you want to do your own thing. Just be in that moment. Just imagine that moment like a YouTube Shorts right in front of you. Imagine that it's like a big movie theater. Just feel that sense of gratitude in your heart, in your mind. And now notice how relaxed you're feeling. Now notice how happy you're feeling. Right? And you can gently open your eyes. Just 30 seconds of gratitude. Raise your hands if it made a difference to you. Yes? When we practice gratitude on a regular basis, we can see things changing like nobody's business. So I just wanted to share that, the 3 super concepts of mind-body connection, and I'm a mind-body healer. I help people not only develop physical wellness, but also mental wellness. When your mind is okay, you are more motivated to do all the things that you want to do. And if you want to follow me, if you can just put the last slide. Yeah, just my contact details. I have some brochures outside and my visiting card. You can follow me on social, like the little child said, follow me on social media. I share a lot of snippets on mind-body connection. I want to thank Sheetal for introducing me. I actually came to know about her very recently, and it's amazing what beautiful family and community you have. I'm amazed, I'm learning so much from you. And it's one thing that I tell people is, if you are having mental health issues or if you're prone to anxiety, the easiest thing is to exercise. Because when you exercise, you release a chemical called endorphins. That is like an emotional painkiller, right? It reduces your emotional pain and makes you feel much better. And I think Vinita also mentioned that when you start exercising, your mental health improves. That's an amazing thing. So when you do physical wellness, your mental health improves. When you work on mental wellness, your physical health improves. And that is the mind-body connection. So I want to thank you all for listening so patiently. And thank you for having me here. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Such a thoughtful, such an insightful information.
Yeah.
I want all of you to approach her. If you need any help, do not hesitate. I know a lot of people are very hesitant. You might have a lot of issues going on, but you just want someone to listen to you, someone to give you some advice, all that. I mean, she is there to help you. We can also have one session with everyone, one class, and see how it helps. We already see the positive response there. All right, we will plan that.
I'd be happy to come and conduct a workshop if you feel that there is enough of interest. Yeah, definitely. So, because I work especially on anxiety and stress management, I can talk do a longer workshop on how we can manage anxiety and stress and teach you all a couple of holistic tools that you can start practicing. So maybe that's something you can try.
That's great, right? That I think it's going to help us a lot. Yeah. Thank you so much.